Oh,
Okay, I think we are live. Okay, so I think we are actually live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Daddy and the Don. This is our first live stream for the channel. Today we are previewing Chelsea versus Liverpool this Sunday at 4:30. Today I have two guests with me. I have a regular guest for the show, Maka. Hello, Maka. How are you?
I'm good. You all right?
Yeah, good. Thanks for coming on and also making his debut for the show. Someone I've encountered before on another show called Mungie Talks. It's Hanif. Hi, Hanif. Thanks for coming on. How are
yeah,
you?
I'm very well, fine. Thank you for having me.
Unfortunately, these are both Chelsea fans, so this might be a bit of a biased preview, but we will talk about Liverpool. But firstly, first question I'd like to ask you both. I'll start with you, Maka. Are you worried about Chelsea's recent form, and are the Chelsea's title hopes over?
I wouldn't say necessarily worried about the recent form because we haven't actually lost since West Ham. But what I'm concerned about is the fact we can't finish games off. Again, we're still 5-6 games unbeaten if you include the cup game as well. But look, we've had a lot of injuries, and again, we've had two more people going off injured during the game. My concern is more the availability of players. In terms of the title shot, it's going to be very tough to catch City in terms of Man City have got to drop points. I'm still going to be hopeful, but realistically, I would say second place is going to be our best shot this year.
Hanif, what do you think about that? Are you the same thinking? Do you think it's all over now? And are you worried about the recent form?
Um, I am I am worried about the recent form because, as Maka said, we're having problems finishing games off. I can't remember the last time we scored 2 goals in open play. Most of our goals seem to be coming from our defensive areas and our fullbacks. Thank God Lukaku's back. He scored in the last two, but we are having serious problems with Callum Hudson-Odoi, and if Mason Mount's not scoring, I don't see who is in midfield. If Kante is not there, we are in serious we are suffering. We're like a pack of polos at the moment. We've got a hole in the middle. That's just Chelsea at this moment in time. January is around the corner, and we have to buy. We have to buy, and you know what? I was having a bit of banter with a Crystal Palace fan, and I said, you know what? I would pay £10 million to go and get Conor Gallagher back because we need midfielders, and I'd take him back and then send him out on loan next season because we're struggling at this moment in time. In terms of our title hopes, they were never there. I said at the beginning of season this because Tuchel's not really had a full season. This is his first proper season, and we're kind of seeing where the deficiencies are in the squad. The deficiency that this squad is suffering from is goal scoring. We do not have enough goal scorers. Plus, we didn't replace the 2 strikers that we let go. We should not have let Tammy go. It's a stupid error on our part. He scored 13 Serie A goals now. That's not a joke. And we've got another Chelsea youngster out at Southampton in Broja who's doing well. We need to go buy a striker in January if just in case something happens to Lukaku. We're in serious trouble, and that I never thought Chelsea were going to get. We're not close. There are deficiencies in the team. We need Mason Mount to keep developing. He's going to be Mr. Chelsea in the future. And we've never replaced Hazard. Until we don't get a superstar in our squad, I don't think we'll be close to the title. I think Man City and Liverpool have got the best coaches. I don't rate Tuchel as highly as Pep and Jurgen Klopp. I just don't. He's got to prove it to me. Like Conte had to prove it to me, and that's just how I feel. I think we're going to end up third, maybe fourth.
I'll just go to a point there. Thomas Tuchel, I know Maka rates him very highly. What do you think about that, Maka, that he doesn't rate Tuchel as highly?
To be honest with you, if you get a manager that comes in halfway through a season and wins you the Champions League, it's not luck, is it? Let's be honest. I think the best thing that happened to Chelsea was when Lampard got sacked. Don't care if he's a Chelsea legend or not. I was calling for him to go. It took a while. It took longer than I expected, but Tuchel come in changed philosophy of the team. Within 6, we coming in February, I believe.
Yeah,
Late Jan, Feb. Within 4 months, we've won the Champions League. I
that's
mean,
phenomenal.
that's incredible. I get what you're saying in terms of Pep Guardiola and that, but Pep Guardiola's always had a club where he's got money. Don't get me wrong, he's got great philosophy. He's a great manager. But for me, he's only got all that money. Klopp, to be fair, I'm not a big fan of Klopp, but what he's done for Liverpool, the brand of football they play is exceptional. And I'll give him a lot of due for that. But I am happy with Tuchel. And I just hope we don't do our normal Chelsea philosophy in the hierarchies and get rid of managers. Because I do see a massive future with Tuchel. But again, what I've seen in the club the last couple of years, few years, is player power. If players aren't happy, what happens? The manager gets kicked out. So I can understand your point with that, but I'm very, very passionate Tuchel fan. I'll always be grateful for what he's done to the club. Getting us the second Champions League in 4 months. It's incredible. But yeah, again, I can understand his opinion, but I really believe that we need to keep Tuchel.
So before we carry on, move on from this, Rudiger, will he stay or will he go? I'll start with you, Hanif. Will he stay or will he go?
I'm not bothered. He's taking liberties at the moment. He's taking the piss. Some of the things that he's doing on that pitch is mad. I love him to bits and I want him to stay, but we made a massive mistake. We let his boy go to West Ham. The worst thing we could have done this summer was to get rid of Zuma. Christensen was the one that had to go, in my opinion. I can't believe Zuma's at West Ham United at this moment in time. That is a joke. And Rudiger, let's be honest, we didn't offer. Listen, the best teams in Europe are after him. Madrid, Bayern, they're offering him double his salary or triple, whatever it is. Why isn't he going to go? Alaba left Bayern Munich for Barcelona or Madrid or wherever he is. So he's going to do the same. This is his last big contract. We have not decided to honor it, pay him the same amount. I think when we offered him an extension, it was only maybe 30, 40 grand. And it's a joke, really, the way the club's running in terms of the contract that they offered him, because he put some great performances in since Tuchel came in, and on his day, right, he's exceptional. But at this moment in time, that guy is moving mad. I'm telling you, some of the stuff that I'm seeing from that guy, he's still a good defender, but some of the stuff that he does, last game, 2-footed challenge, I was like, what are you doing? And he doesn't care. And I like that about him. I do like that. But he leaves his position a lot. And I understand, because we're not scoring, he feels that it's his responsibility to start playing centre forward alongside Lukaku. And he gets in great positions. Don't get me wrong. We could have won the game against Man United, where he had the last say and it went over the bar. But I think we really need to look at what's going on defensively with Chelsea. And in the summertime, we might need to go. I think we're going to need to go buy a couple of centre backs, because I think Christensen's also holding us to ransom. So yeah, we've got some problems.
What do you reckon, Max? Rudiger, stay or go?
Joe, I love Rudiger. I just think he's passionate. He's brilliant. It does worry me that he could probably kill somebody on the pitch, and that's no joke. He just looks like he's just so angry. He's so angry. The challenges, he's just like, oh well, we're gonna do about it. He always, and when things kick off,
he's our Costa in defence, man. He's our Costa in defence. That's just the way he is.
One there. But he's an emotional player. I know he's a fantastic player. But we've been hearing this now for a good few months about his contract. And Chelsea are normally pretty good with business in terms of, wrapping these things up. And it worries me that I think he will go. It'd be a shame, because I love his passion. And I really believe he suits Chelsea. But again, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. He's obviously, I think he come out the other month, said he wanted to leave, didn't he? So I'd rather I'm fed up with this. I'd just rather players come out and say they're going to commit, or they're going to say they're leaving at the end of the season, because fans, we need to know. He's a massive part of the team. But again,
he's won everything. What's that?
Maybe even January
transfer window. There's no challenge anymore. So
yeah,
he's won everything. So
what's
the challenge now?
Yeah,
if someone's going to pay him silly money like Madrid are paying Alaba, you can't blame the guy. These guys are going to go because someone's offering them triple their salary.
That's right. I'll do the same.
So before we go into the next topic, guys, just anyone in the watching live, leave us a comment. Any questions you want to ask, please do so. Me personally, I'll just briefly already go. I'm very similar to. I understand he's got quality, but for me, he reminds me of Louise. He's a little bit of a loose cannon. I do think he can't play in the back three. I've said this before to Maka. In the back two. But yeah, I do think you need to keep him because he is someone that brings something to the dressing room. But I think you really should go and get Koundé in the summer. If you can get Koundé, then he
I've
really
never seen the guy play, man.
I saw him for France, and he
him.
looked impressive. But again, I'm not going to say I know it. I'm
Listen,
not going to say I
I'm
know
not
anything
going
about
by
him.
that French thing, man. I've seen Paul Pogba for France as well, and the way he plays for Man United is not the same, man.
Yeah, I get you. Anyway, moving on, guys. Next question. So it came out today about Romelu Lukaku making some comments about wanting to go back to Inter Milan, and obviously about Tuchel's system. So just very briefly on this one, I'll start with you, Mako. What do you think about that, Romelu Lukaku? What do you think about the comments he made? And are you too bothered if he does want to leave in the end?
I didn't want him in the first place, and you know this. He's a good striker. I wouldn't classify him as world class. I'll just say on the perspective of what he's moaning about the system, we won the Champions League playing the same system, and we were very successful at the start of the season playing in the same system that he was scoring goals early on. So, his frustration part, he's now regretting leaving Inter Milan. But to be honest with you, if he's not happy with it, you can go at the end of the season. If we're going to have a good enough package, or we've got somebody that can fill the void, go. I'm really not bothered about Romelu Lukaku. I wasn't bothered he come, and I'm not bothered about what he's commenting saying about Tuchel, because if you ask me who goes, Lukaku or Tuchel, Lukaku can go. Again, it's my opinion, but I'm just so frustrated when these players are coming out. He's only been back at the club 6 months, if that, whatever many months he's been. And he's already kicking off. I mean, I don't want to hear it. He's been off injured. We've needed him. We've actually needed a striker, and we've needed him. And then he's coming back saying, "Oh well, this and that." But he scored against Brighton. You know, come on, man. We need you. We're in a bit of a slump at the moment. We need our striker to get us out of this. Well, massive game coming up, and we need him. So yeah, that's my views. I mean, I'm not happy with it, but again, we don't know guys behind the scenes. Tuchel said he's going to talk to him privately, and hopefully that's going to be swept under the rug. But I don't know.
I think your mic's off, mate.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Hanif, your views on this?
I think the media are doing everything they can to upset Chelsea players here. That interview wasn't done recently. From what I've been told, that interview was a few months ago.
Yeah.
So we have to take that into account. So the system does not exactly work for Lukaku when you think about it. And at Inter Milan, most of the dog work was done by Martinez, his partner at Inter Milan. He's the one I wanted. I was like, listen, I don't want Lukaku. I want this guy next to him. That's the one I wanted. I thought if you're going to pay big money, but I wanted Lewandowski. I thought Lewandowski was the man. I thought, you know what? If you're going to pay big, might as well get world class. I don't care how old he is. If we're gonna go big, we might as well go big and get the guy that's smashing it in Germany and smashing it in the Champions League. And he's the one that I wanted.
What about Haaland? He's young. I love Lewandowski.
I don't think he'll come to us. I think he's gonna go La Liga. That's where I think he's gonna go. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere else. I think he's gonna go to Madrid or Barcelona. Probably Madrid. I think that's where he'll end up. But I would take Haaland in an instant. We need to find a player in the mold of Didier Drogba and Diego Costa. That is what works for us.
But that's Lukaku. Lukaku's just as near to that.
He's got the body shape for it, but he's not got. You need the attitude. You need Rudiger's attitude. Like, look at. I'll give you an example. You know that Richarlison for Everton. That guy's got. He's not the best striker in the world, but he's got attitude. But if he had the frame of Lukaku, I'm telling you, that guy would be a beast. Look at Haaland. He's a big lad, but he's got the attitude to go with it. And that's what we need at Chelsea. I said that, you know what? If we can get Antonio on the cheap, he's pretty similar to what we need, but he's injury prone. So we need someone in that mold, Didier Drogba mode. We don't need these guys that are classy and sexy and all this. We need a dog up front who's going to rough these defenders up and finish and score for us. We've got the runners beside him. They're the ones that are the issues at the moment because apart from Mason Mount, nobody, Pulisic, Werner, Callum Hudson-Odoi, they're problems at the moment. But
Needs to
if we're
go,
gonna
Hudson.
get, yeah,
He needs
and
to go.
if we can get Haaland, then definitely 100% I would go for Haaland first. But just in case that doesn't happen, I would go get Lewandowski. We've got to bring class in. We
Yeah,
have to
he's a
bring
goal
class in.
scorer, isn't he? He'll do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can get that. Just cut the comments. TBA coaching. Do you think the game will be on this weekend? That's from Ren, Liverpool fan. He's a pundit for the show. We'll get to that shortly, Ren. Thank you. And the Ace Jordan show. Yes, great show. Keep it up. Cheers, mate. We'll go to the next question. So let's focus on Liverpool. We can't just talk about Chelsea. We won't talk as much in depth, but I'll start with you, Macca. Liverpool. Very simple. How good are they?
They're good. Nothing outstanding. They rely a lot on the Salah. Don't get me wrong. Let's be honest. They're a good team. Liverpool. They're a good team. They're coached very well. They're amazing game forwards. They've got a solid centre half. They've got a great team. They really have got a great team. I'd still be on the bias side. I'll say we got a better team overall, but you can't. You know, Salah's probably been the best player in the world in the calendar year. The goals he scores from anywhere is ridiculous. Not Marnie's biggest fan, but he's having a good season as well. And do you know what? To be fair, Char, I like Jota. I really am a fan of Jota.
Yeah, I think he's
Jota,
underrated.
I think if you put them three in the team, they're deadly. They look more deadly than Man City at times. The last couple of weeks have been a concern because they haven't won. They've drawn 2 against Spurs and lost against Leicester. But they're capable of going to bang in 6 or 7 goals. And it could happen this week. And it could do. I'm not saying it will. I don't think it will. But that's such a deadly team going forward. Van Dijk at the back is solid as ever. They've got a fantastic goalkeeper in Alisson as well. They're a good all-round team. They are a good all-round team. They're definitely a top 3 team. They'll be a top 3 team for years, as long as Klopp still stays there.
What do you reckon, Hanif? Liverpool, are they as good as what everyone says? Do you rate them?
I'm on record saying Jurgen Klopp's the best manager in the league, and I'm going to stick by that. He can build a club. Look where they were before when he arrived, and look where they are now. That guy he's not had much resources apart from the Coutinho sale. That's when they brought in Alisson and Van Dijk. I think those were his big purchases, and he's turned them into a Champions League and a league title winning team. So I think we've got the team to compete, but I think we lack the experience against Liverpool. I think we've definitely got the team. I think it comes down to I need Rudiger to snap Salah, and I think we'll be fine. I don't think this Liverpool team's as good as the one that won the Champions League and the league because I think they've got deficiencies in midfield. When Fabinho and Henderson and when Ronaldo were in that middle, I thought that was the most efficient midfield for Klopp. It didn't need to be the best. It needed to be efficient. And if Fabinho and Henderson are not playing, I think Chelsea have got every chance. The only thing is, it comes down to whether we can finish our chances. In our last 6 games, apart from the Wolves game where we were dreadful, every other game we've been fantastic. I don't blame Tuchel for anything. I blame the players and the players' mentality when it comes to making, simple passes and converting our chances. Now, I see Lukaku scoring, but I don't see anybody else scoring. So it's either going to be a draw or we might lose if it's at Anfield. If it's at Anfield, we might lose because the crowd.
It's at home. We'll get to that. Don't worry. We'll get to how the game will go. Just a couple of more comments and if you come in. Ren again. Chelsea definitely have better depth than us. Maybe. Stuart Dudley, thanks for making a comment, mate. Just to make a point about Lukaku, when we played Aston Villa, he had the passion and determination, got the goal and the pen.
Yeah, that was 2 games. That was 2 games ago. But Lukaku's not the problem at the moment. The problem is the way we play. Not every chance falls to Lukaku. It falls to the runners. And if the runners are not scoring, then we've got problems like Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah. Hey, well, I know Macca doesn't like Callum Hudson-Odoi. I'm not going to ask him about it because he'll go on all day about how much he hates
He's good at getting fouled, but his decision making is dreadful at times. Dreadful.
What do you go on, Max? Very briefly, Callum Hudson-Odoi.
What you mean? He's crap. He's go. I've had so many times argue with Chelsea fans about it. The guy's clueless. He can't cross a ball. He can't skin any player up. We should have sold him to Bayern Munich 2 years, where many years ago, whenever they wanted him. He's pants. Every time he's in the team, I don't want to watch. Oh, it's all right when he goes and he scores a goal against Norwich. Oh, suddenly he's the best. He's the best winger in the league.
Well, I can score a goal against Norwich.
No, get rid of him. I don't want to see him anymore. Go, just go. I don't want to talk about him anymore. Thank you.
All right, now to the next question. So, I'll talk to you first, Hanif. One player from each team, the key player from each team for this game. Start with Chelsea, then Liverpool, and then I'll go to you, Maka, after.
Our key players.
If you have to pick one player, the one player.
Kante, it's Kante. It's Kante. We need a Kante back in the middle. As soon as he's back in the middle, he's the one that's going to take the ball forward, and he's the one that's going to make things happen. And for Liverpool, I think it's Van Dijk. I think defensively, as long as he's there, he makes the other centre back look good, and he keeps that unit together. So I think it's Van Dijk. There are others. I'd say Trent as well, but I think Van Dijk's more important because defensively,
away from home, so they need to keep a clean sheet. So,
defensively, because of the way they play, you can always counter attack them. So that's why they play that. When you play a high line, you need a good defender who's got pace, and that's what they have with Van Dijk. Because everybody knows if Chelsea are just going to go down that left-hand side, because Trent will be nowhere to be seen, and that's where we have to exploit Liverpool.
Okay, Maka, one player from each team. Start with Liverpool, then Chelsea. Your key player for each team for this game.
To be honest, I'm totally agreeing with. Sorry, I should put my camera back on. I totally agree with Kante. Absolutely agree with Kante. He's going to be massive to us. I think I don't like the connection between Kovacic and Jorginho. I don't think it works. Kante, he bosses midfield, and I love him going forward. You don't really associate Kante going forward because he gets so confused where he's going when he goes past into their box. But he looks so threatening. And if you ask any midfielder in the league, they would say, "Oh, don't play against Kante. He's all over the place. He's all over the place." I think Liverpool. Try and get this camera to work. Sorry, lads. Liverpool's main threat of Salah. I mean, look, we've just lost Reece James to injury. Ben Chilwell's obviously having surgery now. God help us, man. He's going up against Azpilicueta and Alonso. Oh dear, I am absolutely bricking. I am so worried about this game with our little wing backs, you call him. Salah could run rings around us completely, and whether it's us being able to sort of hold him off, I don't know. But I'm absolutely bricking it with him, especially with having no Reece James, no pace. One thing I know is Azpilicueta and Alonso don't have pace, and they can exploit that easily. And that's why I'm really concerned of Salah getting down them. You could even probably add on, sorry to keep waffling on with this, the fullbacks, Robertson and Trent Alexander, getting behind. That's my biggest concern in this game. As much as we need Kante in midfield, if our wing-backs get exploited, we're in trouble.
Yeah, agreed, mate. So, very briefly, again, just a comment from Ren again. Kante versus Fabinho. I think that will be a bit of a battle. They're two of the best defensive midfielders in the league, no doubt about that. So, how will the game play out? I'll start with you, Maka. How will the game play out? Don't give a prediction at the moment. Just how you think the game's going to go. Who do you think where the key battles will be and where we won and lost?
What the gentleman said in the comments.
No. I'm on about the game. So Chelsea versus Liverpool. How will the game play out? The key battles where we won and lost.
Yeah, so I said it's going to be in the midfield. It's going to be it's going to be who can take that that hold in the midfield. I can see us counter-attacking quite a lot. I think Liverpool are going to be the front through a lot. That is based on injuries. I'm really concerned about our defence this week because we're missing so many players. And it's whether we're going to be able to hold that line against their attack, because that's our biggest concern. Missing these players for injuries, I'm really, really worried. Set pieces is going to be crucial for us. Free kicks, I think we can nick it based on set pieces, but It's going to be a tough game. We've got to be able to make sure that we're not getting them an easy passage through the midfield. And Kante is going to be so crucial, as you said, against Henson's and Firmino's. I'm just praying we have a good result that week.
Thanks, Macca. So what do you reckon, Hanif? How do you think the game will be played out? Key battles, where will it be won and lost?
I want the system to change. I don't think the system suits us when we play some of the top sides. I think our system is more European style. However, it all comes down to if we can sustain Liverpool's attack and we can counter attack, and then it comes down to our decision making in the final third. I think from a set piece or a corner, we are more dangerous than anything else, because when we get into that box, it all comes down to whether we can score. And if Lukaku's at the end of it, we should score. I think Lukaku will get another one, but I don't see anybody else scoring. That is the problem. Main battles, it's going to be midfield, and it's going to probably be going down Alonso's wing. If Alonso has a good game, and he is capable of it, he's not been that bad this season. A lot of media outlets and fans are harsh on Alonso. I think he's a really good player, but yeah, he has his deficiencies. But I thought he was all right the other night, and I think he could do a job. He just needs to be a bit physical on Salah. Take him out. Just physical, do what Ramos did to him. Smash. That's the first thing I would do with Salah. Outside the box. Smash. That's what you do with him. You don't mess about. Marcel Desailly style. Smash him. And I'm telling you, that's what they do to all these wingers. You smash through them. And then Rudiger's more than capable. Rudiger gets away with murder sometimes. And he'll get away with murder again. He just needs to go through Salah a few times, right? And he'll slow him down. But apart from that, listen, look, counter-attacking, the way we're playing, I don't think we'll lose, but I don't think we'll win. I think we'll get another draw. I think that's just the way we are at the moment. Our form is up and down. I think we're just dead in the middle. I think we'll draw.
When I had something about Alonso, mate, I'm severely overweight and I can run faster than him. Seriously, I might as well go and play left back, because I'm telling you, I am telling you, mate, outrun him. I would outrun him. He's pants. Him. Go and get 2 tickets. Him and Adoy, go abroad. Go on holiday for 6 months. Go away and don't come back. Thank you for your service. Bog off. Bye. See you.
Just before we go to the final question, a couple more comments. Stuart said Kante and Salah key players. Yeah, I can't disagree with that, mate. Ella Waller-Hunt. Personally, I really like Kante, but I don't know. Chelsea fans might be annoyed at me, but I don't like Jorginho. Stuart Dudley. That's my stepdaughter there. Stuart Dudley, midfield, and how our defence play against Salah, where the key battles. Yeah, that's again a fair point. Ella Waller-Hunt again. Do you think you have to have more? Sorry, do you think you'll have more goal chance if you don't have a player sent off? Because last time when you play Liverpool, Reece James,
we've always had a player sent off. We always play with 10 men against Liverpool. Yeah, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. Stuart Dudley, he's responding to, I think, believe Hanif. Nothing wrong with the system. It worked for us. Won a Champions League with it.
There is. Listen, that has gone now. People have seen us. We were an unknown entity. Now it doesn't work in the Premier. I don't want the Champions League. I've had enough of it. I want the league. The league is the true test. This Champions League malarkey is the biggest pile of rubbish I've heard. The Champions League is not competitive. I don't care what anyone says. The English clubs are going to win it because we've got the most money, or PSG or Bayern. It's as simple as that. Europa League, if you want competitiveness, Europa League is better than the Champions League this year. That's my opinion. That's how I see it. You're telling me, listen, I would swap last year's Champions League trophy for the Premier League. It's as simple as that. The Premier League means to me much more than the Champions League. Easily. By a country mile.
No chance.
I have this debate with... Oh, Maka, you're on a different planet. I'd rather be champions of England than champions of Europe.
No,
fair
man.
enough.
Sorry.
Just a few more comments. Nothing wrong with the system. I'm sorry. Back to Ren. You guys are hard on him. He gets a lot of goals for you. I believe he's referring to Lukaku. And Stuart, again, get alongside the team. He's shocking. Tell me one game he played well. Listen, everyone has their opinions. This is why I've got you both on here. I really enjoy talking to you both. So before we go, I'll start. We've got another couple of comments. We're getting the comments galore. Sorry, guys. Back to Ren again. You had enough of Champions League. That's a mad statement. And Ren's a Liverpool
No,
fan.
for me, it's not. For me, it's not.
Well,
No, that's fair
Liverpool have
enough.
not. Liverpool won the Corona League, man. We'll see this year whether they win it or not. We'll see this year.
Back to Stuart. Never swap a Champions League. That's shocking. He's a Chelsea fan. And again, back to Ren. Alonso, sorry. Loads of comments, guys. This has been fantastic. I've really enjoyed listening to both of you.
I
So
told you I'm
go with
outrageous, man. I told you I'm outrageous. I would swap
This
that
is why
Champions League
everyone's
with
got their
Man City
opinion,
every
and
day
it's
of the week.
brilliant.
No, it doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't mean anything to me. Once every 10 years, yeah, it's all right. But I want the league. The league is the true definition of being the best club in England.
Well,
That's
the
what
thing
means
is,
so much to me.
Han, if I'm an Arsenal fan, then I'll swap being unbeaten for a league to win the Champions League. I'll have that every day of the week. Every day of the week. I want that Champions League. We've never had it. You've had it.
You're the only Arsenal fan that says that. Every other Arsenal fan I know
I want the
talks about
Champions League.
invincible.
I want the Champions League because Chelsea have won it and we haven't. And they're always gonna. And listen, we've gone unbeaten, and I get that, and that's fantastic. No one's gonna do that maybe for a long time. But I love a Champions League every day. But that's another talk. We'll talk about that another time because we're running over here. But I really enjoyed the opinion. So I'll start with the verdict and the score prediction. Again, very brief on the verdict of the game. I know we spoke about it already. And give us a score prediction. I'll start with you, Hanif. What do you think the score will be, mate? How do you think the game will finish?
You know what? Forget everything I've said. I'm gonna go with my heart. Chelsea 2-0. Sorry, let's just go for it. I'm gonna back the Blues.
Who's going to get the goals? Lukaku double?
No. I'm thinking Jorginho. Who's unlikely to score? Jorginho and just for the laughs, Alonso. There you go. Let's go for it.
Maka, the verdict. What's the score prediction?
1-0.
1-0.
1-0. Best we're going to get. We've got too many injuries. I'm really concerned. 1-0. 1-0.
I think this. Go on.
And you know what? Yeah, we've been treated unfairly when it comes to this COVID and this and the amount of games we've played. Rafa Benitez as Everton suffered injuries and had COVID issues, but they played the game. I mean, sorry, they cancelled this game, but they didn't cancel or postpone this game. They didn't postpone ours.
Okay.
How is that fair?
Look, our game against Wolves. We had nobody. Against Wolves. We had nobody. Absolutely. Arsenal get one case. Oh, we're going to have a week off. It's
United have had 2 weeks off over 60. I don't know how many days. It was quite 10 days or something. Your mic's off, mate. Your mic's off.
Again, sorry. Burnley haven't played for 19 days.
And you're telling me these guys don't have under 23s?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. It doesn't make any. It doesn't make any sense.
I think that Sean Dyche probably took a knife to the FA and went, "Oh, what?"
Probably.
Like that.
Probably. There's no transparency. Just tell me the rules. I just want to know what the rules are. Nobody knows the rules. So Chelsea are just, you know what, because we're owned by Abramovich, right? They're gonna play regardless. That's all it is at the moment. We've got no fit players. Everybody knows that. So but we still carry on. We're just like, all right, we'll still play. Let's go for it.
All right, so I'm going to predict I think there'll be a draw, but I would not be surprised if Liverpool win because Liverpool are one of them teams that do respond to bad results. But I'll stick on the fence here. I'm going to say 2-2. Before I go, guys, I just want to say thanks to both of you. I'll just go to you both now. Anything you want to say before we finish? I'll start with you, Mako. Anything you want to say where anyone can find you?
You say Maka, yeah? Was that me, mate? Sorry, my camera's closed. Yeah. All right, yeah. Just to add on, you've got to remember this as well. I know a lot of people are massive fans of Liverpool. I believe they've only got a couple more games before their boys go off to the African Cup of Nations. Is that right, Salah and Mane? So I think they're going to be well out for it. I mean, they're still in a good position to finish top 4, but I think they're going to drop a few points towards the last half of the season based on the fact they're going to have nobody to score their goals for them. Overall, I mean, the next couple of weeks, it's going to be a tough one for Chelsea to get our team fully back, and hopefully this Corona thing can stop cancelling games because, you know, we've just had a moment that we're having the games cancelled. But you've just said Burnley have had 19 games off. It's ridiculous. 19 days off straight. Ridiculous. Yeah. But hopefully, you know, I'll take a draw on Sunday. We're not at full strength. You know me, Graham. I'll tell you we win every week. I'm just not that confident this week. So
and that's fair enough, mate. And I appreciate that. But before I let you go, Max, stay with us. Anything else you want to add about yourself before I go to Hanif?
About myself?
Yeah, anywhere where to find you, or you just want to stay Macca on Daddy and the Don?
Look, if anyone's watching, they've got their YouTube channels. They need me to come on to help them, or if Hannah can't make a show, I can fill in or whatnot. But if they need me, if you want controversial views, then come to me. That's all I'm saying.
I think we got that today with both of you, to be fair. Hanif, where can we find you, mate?
Yeah, I'm on Munzi Talks on here whenever you want me, and I'm on 532_pod on Instagram. I don't have a YouTube channel. I'm just on everybody else's channels because I'm controversial, and whenever if there's a game on, if I'm invited to a watch along, I'll definitely do that. But all I want to say is I think the top fours, apart from Man City, I think second, third, and fourth is wide open. And Manchester United, Tottenham, and Arsenal are still in it, in my opinion. That's just how I see it at this moment in time.
No. Sorry, no. We can't finish like this.
Man City,
they're top three. Liverpool might with the African Cup of Nations, but I think they'll have enough. Fourth place. Yes, Arsenal. Please don't. Please, I know. Look, they're doing well. They're beating Norwich and they're beating rubbish teams. They're a good team. They're not. They're rubbish. They're rubbish.
I've said this before. This will be a video for another time. Okay, we will get to this. The next Chelsea game, we'll have you both back on because I've really enjoyed this. You're both very opinionated, like me, and it's been a good chat. It's flown by. But we're going to have to end it very shortly. Before we go, I just want to say, again, thanks to you both. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. Coming up on Daddy and the Don, later tonight at 6 o'clock, we have another preview, Brentford versus Aston Villa with Jay.
No cares.
There's a couple of Prem predictions. There's a couple of Prem predictions to come on this week. And then next week, we will be doing a special FA Cup prediction. Hanif will be doing a game along with another 16 people, including Macca. But anyway, before we go, guys, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Instagram, Daddy and the Don Sports, please give us a follow. And again, I just want to say thanks to Macca and Hanif. Macca, thank you very much.
No worries, man. No worries. Subscribe, everyone.
Hanif, thank you very much, mate.
Yes, thanks so much for having me.
No, it's first ever live stream. I think it went well. And again, thank you, everyone. Guys, stay on the channel once I end it. But for now, guys, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.